What's going on, everybody? JC Baby 87 here, back again with another Soul Calibur 6 tutorial. This time we're covering my favorite Marvel character of all time, Black Panther. And yes, I have been a Black Panther fan for the longest, not because of this punk ass movie that came out, but I immediately became a fan of Black Panther when I seen him whoop the entire Fantastic Four by himself when I was a kid. So I figured it'd be wrong if I didn't pay some kind of homage to my favorite superhero. But we're gonna be going with the gold and Black Panther with the cape of the Ultimates run, I believe. Now, without further ado, let's go ahead and get this underway. We'll go into, a human character, of course. He is a human. Mantle. And then automatically we're gonna go straight to the body. And then we're gonna, Black Panther's a pretty tall guy. So we're gonna make him as tall as possible, and then we're gonna give him a stocky, start off with a stocky build, then we'll slim it up later. He's not too thick in the arms or anything like that, but he has a really big pectorals. Most superheroes do. If you think about it, or even if you look at it, they have some pretty hefty pectorals. So now let's go ahead and go to the hips. Let's bring those in some. Let's bring the thighs in some, bring out those calves a little bit, make them pop. We can thicken up the thighs just a bit. Stomach, let's bring it in a couple notches. Let's bring out those forearms a little, upper arms a bit. This is like a good build for Black Panther. Muscle definition, we won't put that all the way up as much as possible, just in case. Now, with the face, we're actually not going to matter, but we are going to remove the hair. We are going to go ahead and remove the hair. And we're going to change his voice type to...
This fight will be a pleasure. Why do you choose to fight?
Transcendent,
why do you choose?
I can see the fear.
Why do you choose to fight?
So let's go for that. Alright. Now we're gonna go to equipment. Now keep in mind, remember, ladies and gentlemen, like I said before, with the equipment, as you put the equipment together, it may look strange at first. That's because coloring and stickers and textures have not been added yet. And like I said in my previous videos, coloring and so forth goes a long, long way. So let's start with the face, and then we're gonna go with this rubber mask here. So let's put on this first rubber mask, and then we're gonna go ahead and go down to the body. Make sure. Let's go ahead and put on this rubber unitard. Now, let's go here. Let's go down. Make sure nothing else here we want. No. So far so good. We don't want anything else to go over the unitard as well. So let's look at the waist, and these, again, the belts are atrocious, or waistlines or whatever are atrocious in this game. But what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and go to the neck, and we're going to go ahead to this wizard mantle. So let's grab this wizard mantle and put it on, because if you look at this Black Panther with the golden trim, the Ultimates run Black Panther, he has the cape with the golden necklace and gauntlets and everything like that. So let's go ahead and go down to the armwear, and we're going to go to the snake bracers. Just pop on those snake bracers right there, and then let's go ahead and go down to the shoulders. And then we're gonna go with the shoulder plates. Kind of make it seem like the cape is kind of connecting over to there. Now, as we got that, and I went right back to the shoulder plates. I'm sorry, let's go ahead and get out of that. All right, so let's go ahead and go down, and we can, if you want to add any greaves or anything like that to give it so a little bit more of an armor definition or anything like that, to fill it out a little bit more. You can go with the probably be safe to go with go with either the strategist boots, and take a look here at these white knight greaves. See, they might be a little too much. Scorpion greaves. yeah, we're just going to leave all these out all together actually. So we're going to leave that there. All right, so no greaves, no anything like that. Now we're going to go to accessories. So what we're going to do next is we're going to go ahead and do the ears to the Panther mask. All right, so let's go ahead and scroll up, get up here. And we're going to go ahead and move these out some right about here. And then we're going to change the width and the length. Let's bring the thickness up a little bit as much as we can, kind of like keep those points going. There we go, let's make those nice and flat right about there. And then we're going to go ahead and rotate those a little bit vertically and then horizontally. We try to get that flat to go just like that. So we look like a negative 89. And now let's go up to moving left and let's spread them out again. Spread them out. And then let's move them down right about here. Right about here. Now what we're going to do is, I believe it's angle. Yeah, we're going to angle them up some. We want them to come straight up as much as possible right about here. And then let's bring them in one more just to take a look and see how it looks. Let's bring it out one right about here. That should be good. That looks more realistic. And then let's vertical it, kind of even it out some. So we got that right there. They're actually pretty short, so let's actually bring them down just a little bit more. That should be fine right about there. Yep, that should be good right about there. Now we're gonna go to his, he has a belt. The belt we're gonna go ahead and use, it doesn't really fully connect, it's more like a, it doesn't even snap in the front. It's just kind of like almost a hook shape in the front of his belt. So I would recommend using these horns here, the long horns. And then we're gonna go to move it all the way down to the hips, and then we're going to move it forward. Just move forward so we get a good visual on it, and then let's go ahead and up that width as much as we can. Let's go all the way to 50 to start it for starters. Oh, and I went up a little too much. And let's bring that length up, just thicken it out as much as we can. And then we're gonna go ahead and go to the thickness right there and just kind of widen it out to go into the hips. Now we're gonna rotate vertically. You can do one or two ways. You can do it frontwards or backwards. If you do it backwards where the horn are pointing backwards, it kind of gives you a little bit more width on the belt like it does. But if you go the other way, obviously it's gonna be thinner because the horns are pointing out. And it doesn't connect as much. So what we're going to want to do is separate it just a tad and then move it backwards. Now what we're going to want to do here is, since we already got that, we're going to change the width. Bring it into right about here. Because you're not really going to see the back anyway, to be honest. So we're going to bring that there, and then we're going to move it up. Just like 1 or 2 notches. Move it up to a 1 scale. And now we're going to back out of that. And then we're going to go ahead and go to the his necklace. And for the necklace, we're going to use the Cogwheel. Cogwheel, we're going to go from head, and we're going to change it to the chest. Let's go ahead and keep that centered, and we're going to move it up a bit, probably right about here. And we're going to move it backwards. And then we're going to rotate it vertically to the negative degrees. So let's bring that in. And let's go ahead and shorten it up just a tad and bring out the width. But the thickness we're going to go ahead and bring down Actually, you know, we're going to bring it up a bit. Now let's go ahead and rotate it vertically a little bit more. Then we're going to move it back up. I'm sorry, not up and down, but we're going to move it backwards. We're trying to get as much as we can. See up there in the collar, we're trying to hide as much of that as possible from it. So let's see if we can move it downwards a little bit and then backwards again, and then we're going to rotate it vertical. Just adjust it to whatever you see, you know, where you think is pretty fit for it. Just bring it down just a little bit more, and we're gonna move it backwards again. And that looks pretty good for me. So let's go ahead and put that there right there. And that is going to be all the equipment that we need. So let's go ahead and go all the way out back here, and then we'll go ahead and go to colors and palettes. Obviously the skin is under there, so we're going to change that to black to kind of match up with the rest of the costume and whatnot. Everything else is covered, so there's no point in putting that on. Let's go to the equipment. To make things quicker and easier, let's go ahead, because he wears majority black anyway, so let's just change it all to go ahead and change it all to black. Now let's go ahead and go down the list. Nothing on the head needs to be changed. Nothing on the actual bodysuit itself needs to be changed. The cape itself is black as well. We can change the second piece right here for the cape to a gold color, because he does have like a little medallion where the cape kind of beats at. So we're going to go ahead and go 2199 just to fill that out. Now we're going to the gauntlets. We're going to leave that first one black so it blends in with everything else. And now you got these next three pieces. These are going to be gold. These next three pieces here. Excuse me, to fill it out. So let's go ahead and go to saturation 9. Let's go to 17. Let's scroll down a little bit. Let's go to 16. Find a perfect color for it. It'll probably 1999. Yeah, 1999 looks pretty good. So let's go ahead and change all these to 1999. Oop, there we go. And I'm going, can't count worth a damn. So 1999. And let's go ahead and change that as well to 1999. That's up to you. You want to change that, you might add like a little bit of depth to it or some more, you know, variety to the costume, but I'm gonna go ahead and go this route. Oh, and I exit out all colors. So, okay, so those are the bracers that he's got there. Next is the shoulder pads. We're actually gonna leave those alone because those are gonna be pretty much sold as part of the cape. So let's go ahead and keep going down. His ears are black, so we're gonna leave those. Here comes his belt. So again, we're gonna go with 1999, or the closest thing possible, because sometimes depending on the material itself, it doesn't really match up. But fortunately for us, this actually matches up, so we're gonna go there. Now comes the cogwheel. We have the center cogwheel here. We're gonna go at 1999 as well for the for the first piece. Is going to be 1999 as well. All these golds. There we go. Kind of break it out some. And the second slot, we're gonna go 1999 again. You know, guys, coloring is so important in this game. Coloring, stickers, and so forth, so important. So now we got that there. That's everything as far as that. Now we're going to get to the patterns itself and everything like that. So we actually need to go back to the unitard here, and we're going to add a little depth to it. We're going to change the pattern, and we're going to go to a leather pattern. And we're going to change the color, of course, to black. Let's zoom out a little, and you can change this to however you feel looks better. I'm going to scale it to the smallest size possible. That actually just looks better to me. The smaller it is, give it kind of more of a little bit of texture there. So we can go ahead and do that. The mask, his mask is, his Black Panther's mask is always smooth. It's more of a helmet than an actual mask itself, so you kind of want that to be smooth. All right, let's go ahead and go over to the stickers area, and we're gonna go to the head. Remember, guys, with stickers, especially if you're doing multiple ones, you always want to start from right and move all the way over to the left. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go here, and then we're gonna go to the little Chinese symbols on number 7. We're gonna go to this little line right here. All right, we're gonna go to projection, and we're gonna go ahead and right off the back we're gonna change that to white. And we're gonna go to the smallest size possible. Yep, smallest size possible. We're gonna go ahead and angle it. Move it vertically down. Horizontally. Let's move it up one. So that looks about right there. And we're going to do that again in the next slide over. Let's go ahead and go to white. Let's go all the way down. And then we're actually going to go down here and go flip horizontal, I believe. Yes, flip horizontal. And then we're going to go ahead and angle it the opposite direction. Move it downward. And let's move it to the right. Alright, so we got that. The only thing about this is it seems a little wide, so that's where the other stickers come in for layering. So let's go with a moon to kind of see if we can cut it off a bit. So let's go with projection moon, and we're going to change it to black. Same thing with the other side, change it to black. And let's go ahead and move it to the left. And let's bring it down some. Let's zoom in just a little bit to kind of get it plugged in. And we're going to cut it off just a little bit. I believe you angle it some. Angle it this way. That looks about right. And we're going to do it again. And just to be safe, sorry, let's go over here to number 2, right? We're right to the moon again. So we can see it better. We're actually just going to leave it the color it is. And first thing we're going to do is go ahead and flip it horizontally. And then we're going to go ahead and move it down vertically. And then we're going to go ahead and move it over horizontally. Right about there, and let's go ahead and angle it. Now let's go ahead and change it to black. So we'll go ahead and get that proper visual of it. So now that we got that, let's actually move it over a little bit more horizontally. And then we're going to go ahead and bring it down or up. Let's see. Yep, bring it down. And it looks about right there. And there we go. So there is our Black Panther. Now for me, the weapons I'm going to go ahead and give him is I want to give him, you know, Black Panther has he actually does have a sword called the Ebony Blade, and it really looks like Ivy's sword, but it's a whip and it's super feminine, so I don't want to give that to Black Panther. So I am actually going to go ahead and go with Growth or Raw, whatever he wants to go by. I will go with his sword, or dual blade, or however you want to look at it. And I'm probably gonna go with definitely not that one. Probably the Echoism. Yes, we'll go ahead and go with this one. And then the Ebony Blade is just like his name, it's black. So whenever you do make that, make sure you change the color to black, which I'm gonna go ahead and do right now. But I am going to change the attack itself to like a golden attack, and then we're gonna make all this black. Because the enemy blade is all black. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. We have Black Panther. Alright guys, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit that like button and hit, the subscribe as well. I will be trying to bring up a character tutorial once a day. I'm going to try my best to do so on that and try to stay on the schedule with that. Also, I do take requests for creating characters. So just comment what kind of character you want me to do below, and I'll do that character to the best of my ability. And just look out for it, man. Alright, y'all, this is JC Baby 87, leader of the Burning Fist clan, and I am out. Y'all have a great day.